Someone's having trouble dealing with your loss, like the loss of you in their life. They also wonder if you were using them, because they feel like you came into their life and there was a deep connection and then suddenly it's over. Will I ever get closure, acceptance, defensive? I've never felt like this before. Some of you might have been in the person's life for years, or it could have just been an hour. It's collective, so it's going to resonate in so many ways, but this person doesn't know what they did. They don't know if it's them or if it's you. They feel like it was very abrupt, that you didn't take the connection as seriously as they did. That maybe there never was a connection. They almost feel like you were a figment of their imagination, because it's like you were in their life one day and the next day you weren't. You know who it is if it's for you. Someone came into your mind. Defensive. This tells me this person has some emotional issues. They don't know how to deal with this. Like, they don't deal with their emotions well at all, especially loss. They lost you already, and they feel like it just keeps coming back around, and like a revolving door, like the pain just keeps circling back around. Rose-colored glasses. Watching you, wondering why you have it so good when they're in so much pain. That's how they feel about it. Although they know that you might not have it that good. They're just really feeling sorry for themselves. They really thought you were going to help them. They feel like things were off to a really good start, or, like I said, could have gone on for a long time. They feel like it was too deep for you to just let go and not say anything, for you to just ghost them. Especially if this happened for years. But, oh, no. It's the energy of someone who's just sort of a outlying character, like not the main character. I mean, everybody's the main character in their own life, okay? Gotta put yourself first. You are the main character in your story, always. This is someone who saw themselves as more of a main character along with you. Like, really felt like you had a deeper connection. They were a supporting character, that's what I should say. They were a supporting character. It's this kind of energy, like somebody was your mailman or something else, like someone who you regularly saw, even just for a few minutes, for a long time. And they feel angry because you didn't tell them you were moving. Or someone else, like local, like a restaurant, just an example, frequent a restaurant and you don't tell the people there who see you regularly. Like maybe you come in every day, the same day, and suddenly you don't. They find out through the grapevine that you moved to another town. You didn't tell them. You could have told them. I just got this for this reading, and this happened so long ago. It wasn't to me, it was to someone I knew. She was an admin at some kind of healthcare office, but she was there through a temp agency, and she'd been there a few months and had kind of gotten to know everybody. Well, one day she goes home, I think it was a Friday afternoon, she goes home, says goodbye to everyone, just waves goodbye, like she does every single day. Said goodbye to people. The temp agency called her that night and said that she no longer worked there, that she was getting placed somewhere else, that they didn't want her anymore or something. Like, they could have hired her. They chose not to. And they didn't tell her that. They just acted like everything was okay. She was very, very hurt by that. And I don't blame her, really. They should have said something, because after like 90 days or more, you think, well, we're friends, or at least very familiar acquaintances, people you see every day at a very small office. It's that kind of vibe. They feel like you did that to them, though, like you fired them or got rid of them without telling them. And now you're just off living your life. Were you using them or what? Afraid to be alone. Biggest mistake. If they did something, they want to know. For some, it's afraid to be alone on a project. They think you were going to collaborate or help them or something. They're also afraid to be alone, though. I'm getting that vibe, sort of a desperate vibe. Because that's what afraid to be alone is for a lot of people. It depends on the sense. I should say, it depends on how you take it. People who are afraid to not be in a relationship, let's say, that's really who this is about. Or just afraid to even not be in a friendship. I know that's scary to a lot of people, but codependency, that's what this person wants. Whether they call it that or not. For some reason, like even if you knew these people for years, or this person for years, I'm getting that energy of someone who gives you a bad number or a bad email address. And, 'cause a lot of people will be like, give me your number right now and I'll add it to contacts. That way they know it's the right number. And they'll do it right in front of you. That's not what happened here. They got a bad number and they have no way of getting in contact with you. The biggest mistake was that they didn't go ahead and put your number in their phone right then to make sure it was a good number. Because they feel like you did it on purpose. Maybe you didn't do it on purpose. If you didn't do it on purpose, let's say you lost this person completely by accident for some reason. I know it seems like in this digital age we should be able to get up with people, but no, that's not always the case. Let's say that you honestly lost contact through no fault of your own and you didn't mean to do it. Sending you the energy right now, a ball of energy, of reconnection, only if it's for your best good, your highest good, to the harm of no one. The energy of reconnection, but I'm pushing that energy to you. Some of you don't want to reconnect, and that's okay. That's okay. But yeah, you need to know that you were really just way more important to them than you thought. Some of you already know, though, but it's also someone who really, really over-exaggerates everything. Over-exaggerates. And it's a lonely thing on their part. They're afraid to be alone. It's loneliness. Someone really exaggerated what was going on, or took it the wrong way, took it a different way. They feel out of step and ashamed. Out of step with you. Self-medicating. This card's been coming out so much lately. They were really looking forward to something with you, even if it was something they built up in their head. Wow. If it was just one conversation, it must have been one heck of a conversation, okay? Secret admirer, sleepless nights. Up late at night searching. If they do know where to find you, let's say it's not like you fell off the map, but something happened where they're afraid to contact you because they're afraid to be creepy or something. They're looking. They're looking. They're trying to figure out if it would be okay to contact you. If you want them to contact you, let them contact you. Do not contact them based on this, though. Entertainment purposes only. Entertainment purposes only. Secret admirer. They're just afraid to make anything known because they don't know what they did. But they feel like you're so special. There's something different about you that it's not like they want to force it. And like I said, could be friendship, could even be a job. There's just something about you that stands out, something that seems different. They feel like you have flaws or that you have issues to work through, but they're willing to deal with that. Just got that. They're willing to see how much further it could go before those flaws really stop the relationship. When I say flaws, it's like, this is about the misstep. It's about the misstep between you. Because what they're calling a flaw in you, you may not. But it's really, they feel like it's low self-esteem, that you have attachment issues, maybe you've been through stuff, been through trauma, and they understand that. They feel like to a certain extent it would be worth putting up with. Wow, this person already sees differences between you and is looking for ways to just make them okay, smooth them over. That's either a massive red flag or it's just, evidence of how much they really see potential in you, see potential in whatever could happen here. Your strength intimidates people. That's why they're afraid to approach you as well. Wow. Again, it must have been something great. Even if it was short-lived, it must have been something because it's left an impression. You intimidate them. You intimidate. You intimidate a lot of people more than you think. Your confidence. That's why some people are frustrated. This person, and I also want to say maybe throughout your life or throughout other times, there have been people who have been frustrated with your low self-esteem. What they perceive to be low self-esteem. Okay, I'm not trying to point the finger at you. I'm saying people feel like you have held yourself back or that you've deliberately gotten in your own way because you didn't want to put yourself out there or wanted to limit yourself. They feel like you really limit yourself, sabotage yourself. But that you're very strong. That's what they don't get. You pass the test. That's about you. Like I was just talking about. You've passed the test to a lot of people. What test? Okay, just the test of strength, the test of people they would want in their life. Wow, yeah. This is someone who just wants you around as a friend, who is just, again, I'm getting so devastated. Like someone who saw you regularly out and about. Maybe more than out and about. But someone who you would see, you would talk. They would have called you friend. And if you're friends on Facebook or something, you might still be friends, but maybe you moved, just an example, moved or had a big life change, didn't tell them, didn't even post it on social media. So they didn't know. They feel slighted because they're not in your inner circle. Yeah. But you would be in theirs. Aw. It's sad. Anyway, last card. Last card. You attract healthy relationships. Tells me this was not healthy. Again, codependency is what I've been getting this whole time. You were protected. If that's what it was, you were protected. Don't ever let anybody force that on you, because it can really just suck you dry, suck the life right out of you. And that's what easily could have happened here between both of you. That's what I'm getting. It's just, this was not aligned. But if you want reconnection, maybe it could be recalibrated. You just need to manifest it, imagine it, and let the universe bring it in when it's supposed to happen. You attract healthy relationships. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.